We are live on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube. How is it going? Just got off of a Zoom call with a community college, actually, in an underserved area. And this is what I was telling them underneath this video. Clinical research is booming. Let me see if Judy actually wants to go live right now. So we just finished with Imperial Valley College in Imperial, California. Um, It was good. We don't want people to find out about clinical research on accident anymore. We want them to purposefully be looking at the industry, the options, the opportunities, just like you guys are. So these two things I did back to back kind of inspired this live stream. The thing I did before going on the Zoom call with the community college, thanks to Judy Galindo from Latinos in Clinical Research for setting that up. We went on the monthly virtual internship with the CRA Academy interns. And it's more about encouraging them to submit your reports, go through the process. Yes, the internship is overwhelming. Yes, because being a CRA is overwhelming, so we're trying to reflect that as much as possible without the travel. So this is how you get this is how you add to your skill set. This is how you level up in the industry is by going through the struggle. I didn't go on live on Instagram today. I'm sorry for all you guys who are here now saying where are you on Instagram. Honestly, I don't know. I just did two back-to-back calls and I didn't feel like getting up. I felt like just clicking another button to go live. So yeah, I got a little lazy. I didn't want to get up and set up my ring light and all that stuff. I probably should have done the ring light because my headphones are going in and out of the thing. But hopefully that doesn't bother you too much. Tiempo con Preciosa. Hey Dan, I made another one. Latinas in clinical research. Wow. Congrats. Are you serious? Are you saying you had a baby? A baby girl? Because if so, congratulations. If you mean something else by that, uh, I guess we got to look into it. Clinical research, yes, yes, yes. So we don't want people, and yes, do it correctly. Go through the academy, absolutely. And I mean, go through the struggle too, because you're gonna struggle regardless, whether you do the academy or whether you do it on your own. The struggle is real, guys. The struggle you're gonna do. The benefit of doing it through an academy is you're spoon-fed everything. Whereas if you're doing it on your own out in the wild, you gotta go secure your own internships. And that's, I mean, yes, it's free, but you've gotta really go out there, pound the pavement, be a salesperson and all that stuff. No, I'm saying I made another video. I always miss that. Oh, okay, I gotcha. I gotcha. I thought when you said I made another one, hashtag Latinas and Clunkers, that you had a baby. Okay, okay. Go through the academy. I gotcha. I gotcha. Good, good, good. I'm glad you didn't miss. I'm glad you didn't miss this live stream. So, yeah, it was like a lot of motivational type things. Eric Hernandez, how's it going, man? How is everything? Stock market looking great. I got out of MARA. I'm actually going to do a video right after this live stream. I'm going to do a video on Palantir because they are doing some cool things with life sciences. So I want to share that with you. Hey Greg, thank you, man. So yeah, the struggle is real, guys. Like whether you pay for an academy or whether you do it on your own for free, secure your own internships, both are possible. You're going to go through the struggle. If you want to learn, if you want to grow, if you want to progress in your career, which everybody should be doing. I mean, if you're not growing, you're dying. I don't know who said that. That quote's probably been used so many times. It's a cliche, but it's absolutely true in our industry because there's so many opportunities. It's a shame. Now, unless you're happy with your current situation in research, because then if you're happy with it, then fine. But things, guess what? Here's another cliche. Things don't always stay the same. Things change. Matter of fact, the only constant is that things change. So even if you're satisfied, great, that's great. but you gotta grow. So that means we all gotta go struggle together. We gotta collectively struggle. And some of these live streams are a way for me to vent, to let off some steam, to brainstorm with you guys and gals, to network, to help more of you guys figure out what's the path. Because a lot of you guys come in thinking there's only one way to get into clinical research, and there's a number of ways. Paid, I have an academy, I'm biased. I think we're very good, but that's one way. The other way is to go about it the free way, but you're going to be working harder than you ever thought just to secure your internship, and you won't be doing monitoring reports like we do in the CRA Academy. And in the CRC Academy, we do like real world studies where you're basically simulating like a site in the real world. So keep him busy. Good, good, good. You will have more of a struggle if you do it yourself. The Academy sets you up in every way possible. Pay for the Academy. You'll not regret it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. Um, Let me know how it's going with you. Tiempo con preciosa. Let me know how it's going with you. How are things going? Eric says nothing replaces experience. They need to volunteer if they can't get a paying job. They can get plenty of training, but incredibly difficult to get a job without experience. Yep. And I was on Christine Naro's podcast and Diane LaHaye's podcast yesterday. I've just been busy. I've been creating content. I'm gonna be off the radar for like a few days after I do 2 more videos today and tomorrow. But man, like a lot of the people who get into research get into it on accident, and it's not okay. I think we need to purposefully get in, and the way you do that really, because how do you get through the struggle is the point, I guess, of what I'm trying to say. You have to find your North Star, and what do I mean by that? I mean things are gonna get tough. You gotta have enough of a big vision to be able to withstand the mundane and the difficult. If you don't have a true North Star, as soon as times start getting tough, you're going to be out of there. You're going to want to do something that makes you more comfortable. Because who wants to struggle? I mean, it goes against our human nature to want to struggle. We all want to be comfortable. I want to be comfortable. I want to play Nintendo right now. I mean, I love being live, but I want to play Nintendo. I want to watch baseball. And the fact of the matter is, if I want to grow in my career, I've found my North Star to help others in research as I help myself. That's my North Star. Eventually, I have a North Star. I want to get to like the sponsor level where I'm either investing in sponsors. I don't necessarily want to be involved with ClinOps at the sponsor level. If I have to do that on my way to getting into investing at the sponsor level, I will. But that's kind of my goal, is to get into the sponsor level either at a startup, which I am one of the co-founders, because you guys know I'm an entrepreneur. Like I can't go work for someone else. If I have to, I will to get. That's my North Star, right? If I have to, I will to get to where I want to go. And you got to find your North Star and figure out, okay, well, struggling during this monitoring report, looking at all these RECIST scans from the breast cancer study. This is tough. There's so many AEs. Every time I look at a new visit, there's a new AE, a new SAE. Yes. And how do you get through that? You got to know where you need to go. You got to know where you need to go. The Academy gives you one-on-one experience you literally can't lose. I still review, myself and Jeslyn still review everyone's monitoring report when they send their reports. Surprisingly, it hasn't been that difficult to keep up. That's why we limit our students to 15 a quarter, but the CRC Academy, we can handle a lot more. Struggle is good. Take it from Eric, man. Eric's probably one of the best people I know, sponsor facing and industry like a true generalist. Struggle, it's good. It's how you learn and grow. Being comfortable is dangerous because it can prevent you from advancing. I agree. And Tiempo con Preciosa says it's such a great time to get into clinical research now. If you watch the videos, you'll understand. Yeah. And part of that, like part of this whole community college outreach, especially in underserved areas. And by the way, here's a call to action. I rarely ask you guys for anything. other than like, comment, subscribe, and share. So please do that. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. I will ask you that every single time. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. But I'm going to ask you for something else. If you are aware of a, let's go with community college or smaller college in your area, especially if it's an underserved area and they are not doing research at that institution. So really, the JUCOs are like kind of where I'm trying to target first, but we can do smaller colleges as well. Um, if you're aware of one of these colleges and you feel like they can benefit, the community can benefit by getting the students who graduate educated on research before they finish, so that there can be a clinical research infrastructure in that community. If there's a need for that in your community, let me know. Introduce me to the community colleges in your area. I set up an entire blueprint. It's like 50 pages. We're running it with Latinos in clinical research, but it doesn't have to be a Hispanic area at all. I mean, it could be underserved, white, black, Asian, Hispanic, doesn't matter. Whatever the case may be, let me know. Um, Middlesex County College, Edison, New Jersey. If you know anyone there, please, please, please introduce me. If you know anybody there, um, and if you don't, I will go look them up. I have like a list of community colleges we have to reach out to, but we just did Imperial Valley College in Imperial, California. We talked to about 5 nursing students. Probably 5 more are gonna watch the replay. Guys, this is not like 500 people I talked to. Five people were on. And those 5 people now have become aware of clinical research. And I feel like my good deed and Judy's good deed is done for the day. Like, we reached out, we told them research is a great opportunity. It's not for everyone, but it's definitely for nursing students for sure. And if you're interested, check out our YouTube channel, everything else. So thank you, thank you. If you do know somebody there, I appreciate this. I appreciate that. Much love, much love. So yeah, that's kind of like the rant. It's not a rant. That's kind of like the mood that I've been in since the afternoon. Um, I'm also titrating down from caffeine, but it hasn't really affected my energy levels at all. Matter of fact, in a strange way, it's gave me more energy. I did have one shot. I had a single shot of espresso today. Normally, I would have had like 4 throughout the day, or at least the equivalent of 4. I would have had my morning coffee, maybe 2 morning coffees, and then like afternoon coffee. Right now, all I had today was one shot of espresso. I thought my energy levels would be low. They're actually higher. I don't know why or how. Hi Dan, is it for community colleges only or private schools can be reached too? Private schools too, and hey, while we're at it, if somebody's interested enough, high school. We'd be willing, one of the mission objectives of Latino and clinical research is to reach out to the high schools as well. Mercer County Community College, Trenton, New Jersey. That's 2 New Jersey back to back. We got Edison and we've got Trenton, New Jersey. Colleges outside of the U.S.? Yes, why not? Thank you. I mean, I wanted to start out like in the U.S. Matter of fact, even more local to me. But anybody that wants to do a Zoom call and get some students on the call, even if it's as little as 5 students. I mean, even one-on-one, if there's students and we can reach them, the good deed has been done. Uh, Thank you, Shafak. Thank you for that. Um, Lambton College in Sarnia. Ose, if you set it up, we will do it. We will do it. I'll get the Latinos in clinical research crew on board, and we'll do it. Just get us like a couple of students, on there. Ontario, Canada. Bring it on. Bring it on. We'll get us a few students, and we'll be on the Zoom call. Um, what else is going on? Any questions? Let's change the banner. Let's put a new one. Ask me questions. Let's change it. Ask me questions. 3 exclamation marks. Make sure you put the thumbs up. Make sure wherever you're watching, you subscribe, you like, you comment, and you share. I posted a video this morning about clinical trial administrator, was it? Let me look. Looking at a pharma clinical trial assistant job description and breaking it down. So I broke it down. This is what, like, we should do this for fun. Matter of fact, let's go right now. Let's go on Indeed.com. Let's go live. I'm going to type in just clinical research. Clinical research on Indeed.com. Clinical research. I'm not looking for anything specific. I'm just showing you all the possibilities that are out there. So clinical trial principal investigator, that's obviously a very limited audience. Research coordinator, nurse practitioner, clinical research LVN or RN. What else do we have? These are all local in my area. Research assistant, clinical research coordinator rater. I tell you guys, if you have advanced degrees, look at rater, being a psychometric rater for these sites, especially foreign physician or a master's degree or above. You can be a sub-investigator. They're going to train you and you will do that. Study coordinator, clinical research assistant. Let's look at this one, clinical research assistant. This is at Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, 4.1 stars on Indeed. So they are, let's see the minimum qualifications. 1+ year clinical research experience. That could mean 6 months, guys. If your CV looks great and it has all the skill set that they're looking for and only 6 months, you have a chance to get it. Don't not apply because you're not at the 1+ year. Oh, I'm only at 8 months, so that means I shouldn't apply. No. This means that they can't find people. They can't find people because it's very competitive. You need to send your resume out to these guys. You need to know what you're talking about, and you need to convince them that you know what you're doing. So this is where the internship helps a lot. Ability to accurately enter data into computer system. Anybody can do that. Working knowledge of Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and internet skills. Basic filing, typing, and organize. Ability to speak and understand Spanish preferred. Bachelor's degree in a related field. So this is a clinical research assistant that probably would immediately become a clinical research coordinator, like within 3 to 6 months. So you can find jobs like this everywhere. Clinical research nurse coordinator, clinical research assistant, oncology services. Let's look at this one. Clinical research assistant, oncology services. Providence is the name of the company, and it's in Fullerton, California. We're looking for a clinical research assistant for the oncology services department at St. Jude Medical Center. Full-time 80 hours for 80 bi-weekly hours. So 40 hours a week, or they're just saying 80 hours every 2 weeks. However that breaks down. You get a shift, 8-hour shift. The research assistant provides administrative support to the research team in regards to collected subject data, regulatory reports, and maintenance of regulatory and training binders, lab samples, and research subject charts. Supports the research coordinator in reporting collected data for pharmaceutical device, coordinates study queries, obtains medical records, assists the research program managers, prepares lab kits, schedules patients and staff, supports research coordinator for monitoring visit. You're doing everything. Look, what are they putting? They could save you time. For the viewers of this show or of this channel, they want a generalist, but they want somebody who is just starting out too. See, they want their cake and eat it too. This is why when it says 1 year, let me see if it says 1 year. This one doesn't say anything. High school diploma or GED, background in medical field, preferred position qualifications. You notice that preferred position, not mandatory position and even if it says mandatory, ignore it and send your resume. And network with them on LinkedIn. St. Jude, they tell you about St. Jude. So yeah, I'm not going to go through more because it's going to bore you guys. But you can do this all day long. Break down these job descriptions. When you don't understand something, Google it, look it up on my YouTube channel. This is how people get started. Can you become a CRA with an associate's degree? No. For CRA, you need a bachelor's degree. But for associates, you can do this one. You can do the one I just talked about, clinical research assistant oncology services. And if you do that, that's like a step below a study coordinator. You can become a study coordinator. And then even with an associate's degree. CRA, no. CRA require bachelor's for the most part. That's how I started. What do you think about other branches of clinical jobs like clinical data management or statistical programming? What can be the North Star in these branches? I'm not sure because I don't know enough about that. All I know about data management is the data needs to get in the EDC, it needs to be reviewed, it needs to be locked. When you get into statistical programming, that's a whole different skill set than what I have. These are biostats people. Your North Star could be anything. This is the beauty of a North Star. It could be anything you want it to be. I can't pick a good North Star for you. My North Star might sound awful to a lot of people, but it's mine. That's what drives me in this field. So you need to find what drives you in the context of clinical data management or statistical programming. Look into it, dive deep into it. There's tons of articles written about these topics. Tons. Tons, tons, tons. Clinical research assistant, then I became a CTA. Tiempo con Preciosa, can I interview you for my podcast? Do you want to come on right now? Can I invite you right now? Here, I'm going to copy you or anyone who wants to come on right now as we wrap up this show. Click that link on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. Click the link if you want to come on. But if you can't, I understand now too. Um, okay. If you can't, you can just do voice. You can just do voice. You can turn off your camera and just do voice. Um, you need you need to get into therapeutic area of oncology. You'll make bank. You see, we need to do an interview, like a proper interview. If you can't get on right now, that's okay. If you could get on with your voice, that's good. Or we can schedule it for another time. Dan, can you tell me about clinical research? I mean, this is kind of what I do. This is my North Star. So I don't know where to start. Andrew Fan, you need to be more specific. Anyone in the comments want to answer Andrew's question? Maybe you can answer it better than me. We need, like, we can go. This could be a 24-hour podcast. Preciosa, welcome to the
Hola,
show. How's it going?
hola. Good, good. How are you?
I'm doing very good. Thank you for joining. And
Thank you for
at
having
the
me.
unexpectedly, but thank you for all the comments you're putting on there. So
Of
you
course.
became, let me put your comment on here. You became clinical research assistant, then you
Mhm.
became CTA.
Yes.
So the stuff I was literally just talking about, you did.
Yes, I did it for about 6 months and then I got into a program that actually helped me elevate my way into being a CRA one now.
Okay, I see.
Yes.
And you were in the CRA Academy?
No, but my sister was.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yes. And I honestly, she is now a senior CRA at PRA Health. And
Wow, what?
yeah.
Can we
So
get her on? Can we send her this link
I
and
I told
uh
we're always watching you, Dan, and I literally we spoke about 6 years ago when I really wanted to get into the academy, but I only had my associate's degree, and I was kind of nervous. But my sister took the risk, and she is now a senior CRA. And if you guys look at
wow.
her, it's Elizabeth Cox. So you guys can find her. um,
I'll look her up right now.
yes.
Oh yeah, I think I remember her from the academy.
Yes, and honestly, it was the greatest. She honestly, that was the greatest thing she could have ever done with her life. So,
Wow, wow, wow.
yeah, because I believe she started off as a CRC. I think that's when the
Yes.
classes were available. And yeah, so I was like, I'll be a clinical trial assistant first, and then I worked my way up getting my bachelor's, and now I'm getting my master's. So it really
Wow.
did work out for the both of us.
Good for you guys. You're like the clinical research family now.
Yeah, that's the funny part. I wasn't going to go into it, but honestly, watching your videos for 6 years straight really made it easy. Like, seriously, you're so motivating. And it's honestly like the way you talk about it is like you really, well, you do understand. A lot of people who try to go through these academies, they don't understand, it. What do they say? The When
Those
you
who
really
can't do teach.
no, no, not that. um, when you really understand a subject, you're able to really teach it, and that's a lot of
Hmm.
I do know a lot of CRAs who went through different academies, and you can tell a difference in their prestige and their effort. You can really tell a difference.
Wow. This is an unpaid promotion. Thank you so much. I appreciate this. You
No
know what would be cool?
problem.
To interview you and your sister at the same time, like on a
Of
podcast.
course. I will definitely let her know. The funny part was I was like, "Oh, Dan is on." And she was like, "Oh, she's recently on an SIV visit in
Oh,
Santa
she's
Barbara,
busy
California."
now.
Yeah. So, she's trying to get into being a CRA manager, but we'll see. We'll see.
That could happen.
It
That can
definitely
definitely happen.
could.
Even consultant, like if you look at these small biotechs and you see, like, I've never seen this many biotechs getting started. I talked to the CEO of a biotech 2 days ago, and once their first drug gets approved, they have like five more in the pipeline. He told me that we're gonna need to start hiring like crazy, like internally. So and that's just one company. There's like thousands of these companies right now that are in that situation. So working like small is the new big, working for these smaller companies could really elevate your income, your lifestyle, your prestige in the industry, your CV. I mean, it's just, I'm excited for all you guys. That's crazy.
Yeah, but thank you, Dan, personally. This is not paid or anything, you guys, but thank you because you really put our family on, and coming, because I guess you guys can say like I'm a Cuban immigrant. Well, I was. I recently got my citizenship like 2 years ago, and it's really not as easy as people think it is. And clinical research really, I can say, saved my life. Like it really, it it opened up my eyes to new opportunities I never knew I had. So I tell people take the academy, please. Don't try to do it by yourself because the academy really puts you in the position to win. Like
Hmm.
I think my sister graduated with like two other people, and like they're all like senior CRAs, they're all lead CRAs. Like
Wow.
please take the academy. Like please, like you guys really need to take the academy. And I'm not saying that for promotion. I did not get paid at all. Like
Oh,
it's
well, I
really,
appreciate it.
really, really amazing.
I appreciate that.
Okay,
I
I can get
mean,
off now.
yeah, yeah, but please let's set up give us a LinkedIn link, like, so I could put underneath so people can like follow up with you if they want to like connect with you.
Of course,
And just put
of
it in the
course. I
comments or
definitely will.
something, and then we'll paste it. But I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much.
Okay, no problem. All right, bye.
Have a good day. See, guys, I need to do more promoting, but I feel like I hate watching those YouTubers that just promote themselves the whole time. But people tell us we should promote our. We have students. It's even better than I thought. I tell you guys, when I interview a student, a former student who gets hired, that's because I got lucky. Like they want to actually be interviewed. 90% of the time, I don't get lucky to get the interview with them because they're busy. Look at what you just heard from Tiempo con Preciosa and her sister, who's now a senior CRA. But we're gonna set that one up. We're gonna set that one up. That was serendipity at its finest. And yes, thank you so much, Tiempo con Preciosa, for coming on. Really, really, really appreciate it. Um, so yeah, keep the questions rolling in. What do you guys think about that? Specialist role and how that differs between CTA and CRC. We don't know. We don't know. We have to look at the job description because that could be 20 different things. CRC can't be 20 different things, but CRC can do a variation of different things. But CTA can mean so many different things. Just look at my last video. Look at my last video on my YouTube channel. It's literally my last video. Look at that one. We break it down. Dan, should CRAs improve career growth with an MBA or a science master, or only experience in CRA? Only experience in CRA. If you can get more experience as a CRA and you have extra time, then I would take the master's degree too. But don't let the master's degree, don't let overpriced education get in the way of your experience. This should be a quote. Don't let an overpriced education come at the expense of your experience. If you can get both, get both. If you can only get one, get the experience. This is the LinkedIn for Precious. Okay, so I'm gonna put it in the show description. Everybody needs to get a hold of her. All right, like this is good, guys. We are. I mean, you heard it. Like the CRA Academy, the CRC Academy. This is exactly what we envisioned when we started those things. Any other questions? Let me know. But I can't wait to do the family affairs interview with Precious and her sister because that's gonna be a really cool. I don't think I've ever interviewed. I've interviewed mother and daughter, uh, Carla and Marjorie from Topaz Clinical Research, but I've never interviewed sister clinical researchers. So that would be a first. So please, 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 let's do the interview. I even got to work with Dr. Oz, even though I was not in the academy. Someone who was in the academy affected me. Wow. I mean, that's big time. Let's do the podcast. Let's do the podcast with you and your sister who did the academy. And see, even I get what you're saying. Even you've been affected by the CRA Academy, even though you didn't do it because of a family member. That's awesome. That's awesome. Kenny's Careers Way. Thank you so much for your video for CRC. It really helped me in my interview yesterday. Good, good, good. I really hope it did. I think if you do enough of those, you will get the jobs. Um, I think that's it. I think we'll end it on that note, unless there's more questions. But Precious, thank you very much. Let's get that interview going. I see your LinkedIn profile picture with Dr. Oz there on the side. That is cool. Yep, I see you, Dr. Oz. That's a great picture. Dr. Oz actually did a podcast on clinical research once. I listened to one of his podcasts like years ago when I was starting my podcast and I was looking at the competition and he had a podcast on clinical research. So anyways, thank you guys. I got to go do one more video on Palantir Life Sciences PLTR. And as always, reach out to me on any social network, Instagram as well. Catch you guys later. Bye bye.